voters and Kenyans, as you sought votes, vote for us and the cost of living will come down.
Yes, absolutely.
Vote for us and fuel come down Unga.
Absolutely.
But today, you are having to explain to Kenyans, before it comes down, things are going to be a bit painful.
It will come down, but it needs to come down forever. We don't want quick fixes. I've told you, Sophia, when you are in a hole, you don't continue digging. You stop digging and then figure out how to get out. We need a sustainable solution. Subsidizing consumption is not sustainable. It's actually foolish. You cannot borrow money to subsidize consumption. What we have agreed to do, and our president, in his pragmatic style of leadership, has given the way forward. We subsidize production. Once we subsidize production, and this is coming now, already 1.4 million bags of fertilizer are in high seas. Once people get fertilizer that they can afford and increase their yield, it will bring down the cost of maize, and automatically it will bring down the cost of Unga. But if you say you subsidize 100 shillings, the subsidies is so far done, yeah, at 20 billion a month, we are talking of 240 billion a year. That is equivalent to the entire annual development budget for the whole country. What that means is that you subsidize for 1 year and stop all development activities. Then after that, what happens next?
So
we are saying, let us deal with the problem in a pragmatic manner and get a solution that will last. Let us do something that is sustainable.
Which what
and
you're also telling
Kenyans, is agriculture.
There will be some painful moments.
And very short-lived. Very short-lived.
But how do you guarantee short-lived? Because
short-lived,
for instance,
because even looking at the trends, it is clear after a lot of analysis that the prices of fuel will stabilize by the end of this year, which is a good thing for us. But most important,
which trend is informing that? Because next month, for instance,
I'm saying that the trend, the way it is going, there's a lot of analysis. I don't have the figures here. The analysis that have been done, we have a lot of petroleum experts and economists, and a lot of analysis has been done. And the brief we are getting is that going forward, is that the prices will stabilize, hopefully by the end of the year. But again, the most important thing is the interventions in the agricultural sector to subsidize production so that we bring the cost of Unga down. And we add money into people's pockets so that they have a higher purchasing power. Yeah. Because if we bring down the cost of maize production, wheat production, mineral production, tea production, and the farmers get a higher return, they have a better purchasing power. That means that they will be able to deal with escalating food prices with a better purchasing power. So what we have done is what you call a win-win situation. Let us come up with a solution that is practical and that is sustainable, because we don't want also to cheat our people. I've told you a lot of Kenyans.
But that's what you should have been telling them during their campaigns. We told them
yes,
that elect us, but when we come in, because of how badly this country
we didn't know how bad it was.
The deputy president before was in this government.
We were saying, no, he wasn't. William Ruto was not part of this government.
The state of our economy was that is not something, but the extent, even by myself.
The extent, we knew the economy is doing badly, but the extent was not known to us because Treasury kept on giving figures that are not accurate. It's only when we called the CS Treasury and all the technocrats in Treasury and demanded the balance sheet for the country, we realized how badly we are. And we had to make tough decisions.
But this is the thing, you've said something that the trends are showing, for instance, again, I go back to fuel, that things will change, they'll stabilize. But that sounds like, Bonadipi, then you're relying on forces not within your control. Let me finish, because
not at all.
We then don't know what happens out there, and that then exposes us to these shocks.
We are not relying on the forces, we are not in control.
So what is the specific?
We are in control of increasing production to make food cheaper. That's when we are in control. So we are saying, even in the worst case scenario, that the prices do not stabilize by the end of the year, by making interventions in the agricultural sector, producing more cheaply, and making cost of food cheaper will have succeeded. Because what will mean is that if the cost of food gets cheaper, you have some little more coins to buy fuel. So you cannot say that we are relying on third parties. No, we have a very proactive and pragmatic strategy on how to make interventions that are sustainable by intervening in agricultural production.
Yeah.
And that is the way to go for this country. And I can tell you, right now we have fertilizer in Mombasa for the tea farmers. Where they were buying fertilizer at 7,000, now they buy at 3,500. That saving of 3,500, a farmer will be able to buy some fuel.
And I agree.